Today, we are diving into something that sounds it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, using virtual reality to unlock your brain's hidden superpower, the power to literally rewire itself. So let's get right into it. Okay, let me start with a simple question for you. Do you think the brain you have right now, its wiring, its connection, it's pretty much fixed, it's set in stone for the rest of your life? Do you think like that? For the longest time, that's exactly what science taught us. But what if I tell you that all of that is wrong? Well, the answer is in this incredible concept, neuroplasticity. It's this simple but profound idea that your brain is in a fixed hardwired machine. No, it is not. It's more like a living dynamic network that's constantly changing. This is the very foundation for how we learn anything new, how we make memories, and crucially, how we can recover from injury. It's that superpower I was talking about. So if your brain can rewire itself, how does that actually work? Let's dig into this fundamental principle. This isn't just some cool theory, you know. It has completely changed how we think about the brain's potential. I mean, this discovery was a total game changer for neuroscience. Realizing that the adult brain can adapt, learn, and heal throughout our lives opened up a new world of possibilities. But, and there's always a but, how do you actually harness that power on purpose? Well, if you think about traditional therapy, it's often a lot of repetitive, and look, they can help, but they have their challenges. They are not always very engaging, right? You don't really feel like the real world. And a lot of time, it's a one-size-fits-for-all approach that can't be customized. So the big question came, how can we do this better? And that is where our solution comes in. A new kind of training ground for the brain. One that's immersive, it's interactive, and it's almost perfectly designed to kickstart that neuroplasticity that we have been talking about. And that, of course, it's virtual reality. Yeah, VR is so much more than just video games. It's this amazing tool that lets us create these custom-built worlds where the brain can practice and heal in ways that just aren't possible in real life. Imagine having a completely safe space where you can try things, you can fail, you can improve, all while your brain is getting this rich, targeted stimulation designed to help it rewire. So what's the secret sauce? What makes VR so powerful? Well, first of all, it's incredibly immersive. It tricks your brain into thinking that what you are seeing is real, which engages way more of your brain. Second, it's interactive. You are not just watching something happen, you are doing it. And finally, the environment is totally controllable and adaptive. It means it can be tailored perfectly to what you need, and it can give you feedback on your performance like right away. Okay, so we get it. VR is a pretty awesome tool. But how does it supercharge the brain ability? Let's break down the mechanics of what's happening under the hood. It really comes down to 4 key things working together. First, you have got that multisensory engagement. VR hits your sight, your hearing, and even your sense of body position all at once. And there's task-specific repetition. You can practice a movement over and over and over again in a safe space, which is absolutely vital for carving out those new pathways in the brain. Third is real-time feedback, which lets your brain learn from mistakes on the fly. And fourth, and this is a really big deal, it's motivation. This right here is the final piece of the puzzle. By turning what could be really a boring therapy into a fun game, VR hacks your brain's own reward system. Every time you succeed a task, you get a little hit of dopamine. That's the chemical that tells your brain, hey, that was good. Let's remember how to do that again. It makes the hard work feel rewarding, and that just accelerates the whole learning process like you wouldn't believe. Now, this all sounds great in a lab, right? But does it actually work out in the real world for real people? Well, let's take a look at the evidence. One of the most amazing success stories is in paralysis, that is, in stroke rehabilitation. You see, after a stroke, the brain is desperately trying to build new pathways to recover what was lost. That makes a perfect test case for these kind of therapies. And the results, they are pretty stunning. Just look at the difference here. Study after study shows that patients who use VR therapy see significantly better improvement in their motor skills and balance compared to folks in traditional therapy. The data really does speak for itself. VR is making a huge difference, and it's not just for stroke recovery. For people with traumatic brain injury, a distraction-free VR world can be a total game changer for regaining focus. For older adults, these fun, gamified tasks can help sharpen memory. And for anyone struggling with balance, VR provides a safe place to practice without the fear of falling. The list of potential use just keeps growing. Okay, what we have talked about so far is already incredible. But what's coming next is, well, it's basically a science fiction becoming reality. The future is all about making this tech even smarter and more personal. So right now, a therapist makes adjustment to the VR session. But in the future, we are talking about combining VR with artificial intelligence and brain-computer interfaces, which we call as BCIs. These are systems that can literally read your brain activity in real time. Imagine a system that knows exactly which part of your brain needs a workout and automatically adjusts the therapy on a fly. We are moving towards this hyper-personalized closed-loop system that is just wow. Of course, any powerful new technology, we have to be smart about it. There are still hurdles to overcome. We have to think about things like cybersickness, make sure this tech is affordable and accessible to everyone who needs it, protecting sensitive brain data, and of course we need more big studies to keep proving how effective it is. So we have seen that our brain's ability to change is its greatest superpower. And we are now building technologies like VR that gives us the tools to consciously direct that change. This leads to a pretty profound question, doesn't it? As we get better and better at actively reshaping our own minds, what do we want to become?